Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back to The Range with Yoke. This video is for educational purposes only, and we are gathered here today for me to provide you with a very informative educational video based on 2 firearms. But I must inform you that we are in a safe and controlled environment. We are at the gun range, Immokalee Range and Gun Club to be exact. Y'all know when y'all be watching the Discovery Channel and the narrator is talking about, and the wildebeest ran, but the lion was on it. That's how that felt right now. Okay, so we know where we are, we know what we're doing. Okay, but I wanted to bring some attention to 2 firearms. We are talking about pistol is clear, the Sig M18X chambered in 9mm, and the GLOCk 45 chambered in 9mm. Now, for me, off rip first hold of these pistols, they feel very similar in weight. Now, looking at them at first glance, you have slide length, you have actual pistol length, you have slide width. Everything is very, very close when it comes to these 2. Now, maybe the more obvious, all right, the Sig has more of a flared or extended beaver tail. The GLOCk does not have one. The Sig M18X has a flared magwell. The GLOCk does not have one. But if the GLOCk would have had a flared magwell, it probably would have been exact length and height. All right, so looking at them at first sight, all right, so your Sig M18X does have serrations in the front of the rear of the slide, extended beaver tail. We are running the Romeo M17 on here. Nice grip, nice flat trigger as well. We do have a triangle mag release on here. We do have ambidextrous slide release on this pistol, and we are running the TLR 1HL, which is the Streamlight on this pistol.
that's my out-of-state EDC.
That is his out-of-state EDC. This is what he carries when we travel. Now, the GLOCk, this is the GLOCk 45 chambered in 9mm. We have the Hollison 507 comp on here. We also are running the TLR 1HL Streamlight as well. We do have our standard GLOCk trigger on here with that bladed safety. We do have that it's more pronounced than my standard GLOCk magazine releases, but it's a little more tapered on the edges. It's not as sharp. We also have ambidextrous slide release or slide drop, and we have serrations in the front and the rear of the slide. Standard GLOCk sights. It is what it is. But I do enjoy both of these pistols a lot. I do enjoy the M18X a little bit more, just based off my memory shooting this pistol, but I brought them here today together to see which one it is that I like or which one performs better between the 2. Now, we do have 3 magazines each for both of these pistols. We know where we are, we know what we're doing, and the only thing left now to do is what? Suit them up so we can send them downrange, y'all. I don't know if you've noticed, there's no love bugs out here right now. We do have a couple flies, but they're very minding their business, very demure, very cutesy, doing their own little thing. Gnats ain't too bad, so I'm okay. And this is the kind of stuff that makes me happy because I feel like we are going to have us a good range day. All right, so this is how she looks. The Sig M18X chambered in 9mm. Y'all can't tell me that this pistol ain't sexy. All right, let's see. Ooh, that thing dirty. That's steel. Them little steels don't say nothing. This does have a whopping 21 rounds in the magazine. Also enjoy that very, very much. And nice crisp trigger, audible reset. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. feels good in the hand. And this was the Sig M18X chambered in 9mm. All right, see exactly why I had that taped? See that? All right, because somebody's going to ask. Up next, we have the GLOCK 45 chambered in 9mm. Also, very nice feel in the hand. The weight distribution between my light and my optic, as for the M18X, it's very balancing. So let's take these shots and see how this feels. Now I can already tell you, I can feel a huge difference in the trigger. This bladed trigger is a lot more uncomfortable for me. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. The bladed trigger is a lot more, the bladed safety on the trigger is a lot more uncomfortable for me because it sticks out a little bit. And see my finger? See how it has those indentations on there? So it causes my finger to get sore. And I don't like it. So let's go back in with the Sig M18X chambered in 9mm. We're watching for response to the trigger response. We're watching recoil. We're watching all of that good stuff with this firearm. Uy, qué linda. Qué linda. Now, if I had a gas pedal on here, just somewhere to kind of like cradle my finger. Ah! Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. Either way it goes, very nice shoot. This was the Sig M18X. All right, let's go back in with that GLOCK 45, also chambered in 9mm. They both feel very nice in the hand. They both feel, hold that thought. Let's watch this. Also, if I had just somewhere to put my thumb to help drive that pistol forward, y'all wouldn't be able to tell me nothing with these two pistols. Pistol is clear, magazine is empty. They both...
Just beating my ass.
Huh?
Them shells was...
Tear your head up. All right. Feel. Me gusta for both. What do you see? What do you see? Let's go back in with the Sig M18. Let's work these out. That was me. This is clear, magazine is empty. This was the Sig M18 chambered in 9mm. Let's get this GLOCK. GLOCK 45 chambered in 9mm. Same deal. Run it out. Yeah, it's Yoki on her John Wick shit. Look at her. That trigger heavy. Pistol is clear. Magazines are empty. The Glock 45. How we looking so far? I don't hear y'all. How we looking? Sig M18X. Pistol is clear. Magazine is empty. Shit look bouncy. Glock 45. Now y'all saw that. I squeezed the trigger and nothing came out. Pistol is clear. Magazine is empty. All right. We got one failure to bang. All right, so that failure, I'm not sure. I just feel like the round did not seat properly. The round was actually in the chamber, but I don't know, we had a little bit of a discrepancy there. So I'm not going to count that as a full failure, but when I squeezed the trigger, it did not go bang. Now, both of them in particular, they felt like they were equally as snappy. The recoil for both was just doing what the hell it wanted to do. But as far as the feel on the both, they both felt very nice in the hand. The trigger on the Sig M18X is way better. It's a much better trigger, more comfortable trigger than the Glock 45. Now, the Glock 45, it did perform really nice. Again, I did feel it was, recoiling a bit more than I would have liked in anything that it is that I'm shooting. But overall, the recoil and the snappiness for both is probably equal. But as far as the comfortability and the trigger, as far as, as good as the trigger felt, I'm going with the Sig M18X. So what did y'all think? What did y'all see? How did she look? Let me know. Drop that in the comments. Let's talk about it. And y'all know I love it when things work, but I love y'all for life. Muchos besitos.